language where the voice is not heard. Their line is gone out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom cometh out of his chamber, rejoices as a strong man who runs a race. His going forth is from end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the end of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandments of the Lord is pure, enlightening. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than the honey in the honeycomb. Moreover, by them thy servant is warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults. Now I want to talk about this verse a little bit. This is Psalms 19 and 12. It says, who can understand his errors? In other words, sometimes we make mistakes and we do things that we shouldn't do. He said, who can understand his errors? There's another scripture that says, all of a man's ways are clean in his own eyes. So it's hard for us to know when we've made a mistake sometime, when we've done something wrong. Because we should try to do what's right. We don't. Some people do wrong on purpose. But a lot of us, we try to do right. And whatever we do, we tend to think we've done the right thing because we did what we wanted to do. So it says, who can understand his errors? And David went on to say, cleanse thou me from secret faults. See, a secret fault is something you may have done wrong and you're not even aware of it. It's something that's hid from you that you could not see the errors of your ways, is what he's saying. Who can understand his error? You made a mistake, but you just felt so sure you did it right. No, I didn't do that wrong. I did what I was supposed to do. No, sometimes we made a mistake. Sometimes we've done the wrong thing. We thank you for all of your comments there. We ask God to just bless you as we continue on here. Who can understand his error? Keep thou me from secret faults. Keep back thy servant. I really love this 13th verse too, because it says, keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sin. That's a terrible thing that we got to fall into. This presumptuous sin means we think we decide in ourselves we know the mind of God. We think we know and become so convinced we are right, and we think we're doing what God has told us, and we're going out just headstrong into what we want to do, believing that we have done what God has told us to do, and we done assumed that this is what God meant for us to do, and we just run headlong into what we're doing. It's a presumptuous sin. He said, let them have no dominion over me. And then it said, then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from, David called presumptuous sin the great transgression, where you get so caught up in yourself that you believe you doing God's will so much so that nobody can tell you nothing, nobody can show you nothing, and so you become guilty of what David calls the great transgression, the presumptuous sin. He said, I shall be innocent from the great transgression. And the 14th verse says, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Truly, we thank God for that this morning. I'm about finished with all the study of the word. I'm just going to go out with a song, as I oftentimes do. He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. So very good. He's so good. He's so good. He has been so good to me. I'll testify. And I won't take it back. I'll testify. And I won't take it back. I'll testify. And I won't take it back. He has been so good to me. He's so good. He's so good. He's so good. So very